it's Mia from Rose Nails by Marissa Coombs, and today I'm going to make myself a new nail art palette out of nail products. Excuse my phone going off. I'm going to start off with my Ink London Jelly Pro, which is a hard gel, and I'm using the Signature Pearl colour because I've got loads and loads and loads of this. So I thought I could waste a little bit of it to make this. So I'm using the backing paper off of one of my SBD London forms, and I'm just going to spread this about. I'll be using 2 of the Ink London hard gels. I'm going to be using Jelly Pro to start with. Jelly Pro is a much thicker viscosity, so I wanted to use the Jelly Pro to get my shape of my palette. And then I'll be using Ink London's eye gel, which is a self-leveling gel, to like level it off. Oh my god, I should have put my phone on silent. It's me mother, she's messaging. So yeah, you just want to make sure this is nice and thin, and I kind of wanted to give it like a little bit of a wibbly wobbly geode kind of shape ish. And I will tell you, if I was going to do one thing differently, make sure you're doing this on a completely flat surface. Now, when I film, my rose nails like matte underneath what I'm doing now, there is a built-in fan into my desk, so it's not a completely flat surface, and it made it so that my palette wasn't completely flat when I put it in the lamp. So if I was going to do this again, the one thing I would definitely change is making sure I had it on a completely flat surface. But never mind, it's all right. So once you've got the rough shape you want, give your brush a clean and use a bit of cleanser on your brush to go round the outside of the shape and just kind of like refine it. It kind of ended up looking like an art palette, you know, like the art palettes that you buy in shops, which was quite cool. So yeah, you just need to go around the edges and tidy it up a bit. And I wanted to make like a couple more little wiggles in it. I thought it was a bit too, I don't know, a bit too oval still. So I was like, yep, let's make some little nippies and tuckies around there. And then once you've done that, do not cure it. Do not cure it yet. Because of course we need to add glitter. It's gorgeous. I love the glitters. Right, so can you see like this, God, shut up phone. Oh my god. The Jelly Pro from Ink London does not self-level, you can see that, which is good because it means I'm not going to lose my shape. Right, so this is Sea Glass from Nail Sugar. It's a micro mylar. I'm just going to dip a fan brush in and just sprinkle it about. I love the micro mylars. They're so good. I use like a million different glitters in this. This is SBD London's Mermaid 3 glitter. It's like a chunky and a fine mix with like pinks and purples and stuff. So I was like, right, let's tap a little bit of that in there too. Oh, I did go a bit glitter mad. It just looks like a big glitter blob for a little while. But don't worry, it looks better in the end. And then I'm going to use these Shooting Stars number 9 and 5 from SBD London, which is like a blush pink and a mint green. And I'm just going to use my detailer brush with a little bit of hard gel on the tip of it just to pick them up and place them into the wet hard gel. These are really nice as well. Like as you move the palette, like now it's done, as you move the palette, you just like see these little bursts of shooting stars. They're really cool. I love it. So that was the pink one. This one didn't want to leave my brush. He was like, no. And these are the green ones. I could make these all day, just like massively messing with glitter, but I think I would seriously waste a lot of product if I sat making these all day. You can make them. I've seen a lot of nail techs doing it with epoxy resin. Oh, that was me going into the lamp for 60 seconds. Well, I cured it for double. I cured it for 120 seconds. So, and then once that's out of the lamp, I'm going to go in with the Ink London eye gel. Now this is the slightly runnier viscosity gel. It's not super runny. You won't like see it, like you can see, look, it's still gloopy. Is that the word? It's not completely like runny and horrible. I love using this gel because it doesn't run everywhere, but it does self-level. So I'm going to move it about on the top of the glitter to encapsulate all of that glitter in with my clear gel. And then after I've sort of moved it around, make sure you get all that hard gel right to the edges so that you really do encapsulate all that glitter. And because when we file the outside of the shape in a minute, you want to have like some side. Does that make any sense? You kind of want to file the sides flat. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Because we're going to add foil to the sides as well. We're going to add gold like foil looking stuff because I didn't have any gold leaf. So we're going to do it with gold foil. So once you have put the clear gel all over the glitter, just leave it for like 1 minute because it's a lot of gel. Leave it to self-level and then pop it in. No, don't pop it in the lamp. Don't pop it in the lamp. Before you pop it in the lamp, this is, that was just a glitter that I'd randomly mixed. This is Hallie from Ink London, which is really nice and holographic. It doesn't look it. This is Olivia from Ink London, which is like a pearly, whitey, dotty one. And I say this one is just like a random one that I mixed out of all sorts of glitters because a client wanted turquoise. So I'm just going to just like using my fan brush to just tap some of that glitter into the still wet clear gel. And then we're going to pop it in the lamp for another 120 seconds. I would double cure this definitely because there's so much gel there. And I also turned it, like I did 60 seconds and then turned it. Then I'm going to use my Melon Cleanser from SPD London, which like, oh God, I wish it was smell-o-vision because it smells amazing. And give the top a wipe. And underneath, it wasn't quite cured. And I was going to use a brush and smooth it out before I cured it, but then I had an idea. So I put it in. That's cured now for 60 seconds. And I wanted to have like those little marks in there. This is it all filed. I didn't show the filing. Right, so on the underside, I decided that I was going to make this like double-sided so that I could use whichever side I fancied using that day. So, and we're going to have decoration and gorgeousness on both sides. So we're going to cover this in foil gel from SPD London and then cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to put this amazing holographic rose gold foil all over it when it comes out. And it's going to stick to those, like, bits. The bits that weren't cured, because I didn't brush them flat, it's going to stick to all those little lumpy, bumpy bits that were sticking up. And it looks really cool. And I love it. I don't really know which side I like better. Let me know in the comments down below which side of the nail art palette you prefer. That'd be interesting to see. So that's all the, look at that. Whoa! Love it. So then I'm going to completely cover all of that with rubber base coat to seal that foil in. And then give that a 60-second cure. And then I'm going to cover it in tempering top coat from SPD London and give it another 60-second cure. And then that side of the palette is done diddly undone. So this foil is what I'm going to use on the other side, the glittery side, which is an SPD London foil. Look at that. It's all shiny. Right, back to this side. Woohoo! Right, foil gel again. I'm going to do this in stages. I don't show you me doing the whole thing because otherwise the video would have dragged on. But I'm covering like 1/2 centimetre on my palette. And then I'm doing the sides as well. Can you see that I'm dragging it down the sides? Because we're going to use this to do that gold around the sides as well as the flowers. So once the foil gel's done, press your flowers in on your foil. Then we get some nice roses. I had to have roses. Come on. I am Rose Nails by Marissa Coombs. It had to have roses on it somewhere. So I'm rubbing these roses in and then pulling it off like quick, like a plaster. Stick another rose down there. And then I'm going to get my gold foil and go around the edge. Doop, doop, doopity doop. The one thing I didn't include on this little bit that I showed you, and because I forgot to do it, is that I should have then rubber base coated this little section and then top coated, but I went straight in with top coat for this bit because I'm an idiot and I forgot. But the rest of it I rubber base coat and then top coat to really seal that foil in. And I'm going to do that all the way around the outside of the palette with the roses and the gold. And I will see you in a minute. So all around the outside, boom, 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 boom. Boom. Then I'm going to go and tempering top coat the whole of the rest of the palette. It's awesome. I love it. And then you'll have a two-sided palette. Obviously, once you've given it a cure for 60 seconds. But I loved it. These are so cool. I could just make them all day. I will attempt to leave everything I've used in the list down below. If I can remember every single place that I got it from. I will try my best. Look at that. Ooh! Look at how shiny that is. Look at it. Look at that, look at that, look at that. And look at that side. So you can use either side. Oh, they're amazing. And the tempering top coat from SBD London is also like cleanser and acetone and everything else resistant. So you can wipe off any gel polish. Someone's screaming outside. You can wipe off anything that you get on it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, my lovies, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!